so it is currently 4:45 in the morning. Why am I up this early? It is Disney dining day. This is actually a personal one. This is for our personal trip coming up. And so I'm wanting to go ahead, show you the process of booking your dining, because I get the questions a lot. Now, as a travel agent, I do it for you if you want, but I do have a lot of clients that like to do it themselves. And if you want to be able to do it yourselves too, this is just to kind of show you what to prepare for so that you have an idea of like what you need going into this. Do you really need to wake up this early to book them? And so on. So we're going to dive into that in just a minute. Again, it is 4:45 in the morning. I'm still in my PJs because, look, let's face it, that's probably what you're going to be wearing because, I mean, look, if you wake up earlier than this to get ready and stuff to sit at the computer, that's a choice you make. Me, I get up right on time, PJs to make this sit at the desk and computer. That's what I got. That's all I got in me. Now, so I am in Central Standard Time, so this drops at 5 a.m. my time. So that is why I am up at I got up at 4:30. So it's going to be 6 a.m. for Eastern Standard Time, and don't even ask me the other standard times. I'm not good at that. So we're going to make our morning, what I call hustle juice, to get me a little bit of energy before I grab onto the computer. Okay, so now that I am sitting in the area, I'm going to tell you what I recommend having out ready to go. So first off, if you don't know your My Disney Experience login, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you, you need that. Now, I have had some people tell me they want to just wing it and not have it pulled up. I'm like, okay, like that'd be you. Me, I am not that person. I like to go ahead and log in. I actually have, like I said, I have many clients that I do this for, so I'm actually currently logged into a client's account. So we are going to switch on over to my personal account. Now, I am making this for a group this time. So it's going to be me, my husband. I point over there because he is here. He just does not want to do this with me today. Then I have the 2 kids. So we have 4, my parents, 5, 6, and my brother. So we have 7. So I am putting this for reservations for 7. I am going ahead and writing that down. I did not do that already. And you know, look, it's early. Sometimes I just want to make sure I have that ready. So I want to show you something. Whenever you're underneath this section, you see how it already says reserve now? The problem is Disney sometimes does this where they have it showing as reserve now, but it's actually not available. So if I go in and search for the 7th, I'm not looking for September 8th as the date. I'm looking for that Friday, the 12th. So you see how it's like grayed out right there? Disney has not shown that. It's not available yet. So it's 4:59 at the moment. So hopefully it'll be showing in the next few minutes. So whenever that happens, unfortunately, when Disney adjusts that already, you do tend to just keep checking. That's the only thing that is a little bit frustrating. You can go, so when you do this and go to the side, you can go right here and go to reserve dining as well. I personally just find it's easier to do it on your plans. All right, now they're available. So, all right, see, that was right at 5 a.m. I don't know, actually, look, I'll show you. Right at 5 a.m., taking the time to show you that before I book this. So we are looking for Topolino's. Topolino's is one of the reservations. You can now select the time frame, by the way. So if I wanted to select from the 12th through the 14th, which actually I kind of do, we're going to do the time frame, all destinations, filter search. We are wanting next to Epcot, Hollywood. Oops, actually that's not right, but whatever. I'm going to fix it in a second. All right, we're going to switch this up. we are gonna go ahead and find Disney's Riviera Resort. Put that in, and here we go, Topolino's. Check availability, because those are not the times we want. We have somebody that's flying in that cannot get there until later, which unfortunately for us means that we are having a late breakfast. But I mean, it's all good. So we are doing the 12th. And, oh wait, this is PM. See, just to show you, looks like I made some sort of error here. So we are gonna go back. Okay, we're just gonna start over because clearly I did something wrong. Never had to do that before. Yeah, so we're just gonna get rid of this because I don't want them after 1. And we're just gonna do it like that this time. So again, this is just to show you that even somebody who has done this multiple times, they did update this recently. I do love that they updated it because it was kind of annoying. I don't even see Topolino's on here. It is showing unavailable. No times available for that day. Yikes. I don't know if that's sold out already, but it's showing no reservations available anytime. No, it's showing reservations are available right there. But it's only showing dinner. Oh, man. About to see something. So sometimes this happens where you can change up your parties. I'm a little bit stressing because this is one we really wanted to try out. So I'm just trying to see. All right, so it's got to be the party size then. So what we'll have to do is we'll just have to combine tables because clearly there's breakfast reservation time, breakfast availability. So we'll just have to do that. I'll call Disney and then I'll get them to try to put the tables as close together as possible. So we'll just do 11:05 because that's going to be the time that we need. Continue. It's a little bit worrisome though. I don't like that. That must just mean the table size. So we're gonna have to try to, you know, try to add that on. Try to add them together. So just a little thing that does happen, just to, I mean, look, just to show you, this happens. Select a card. My bad, I thought I did. So whenever you have that, check different things. So now I have that as a reservation for 4 people. So now I need the other 3. So I'm gonna get, and this one was at 11:05 we did. So now I'm going to get them as close as possible, and then I am going to have them try to sit next to us. So the only problem though, it may not even let me. I may just have to call and get them to help me with this. It's the only issue I have with stuff like this is that now, because of that, they're probably not gonna let me book another one that close. I'm probably gonna have to call and get another one booked. Because watch, yeah. So conflicting reservations. You're trying to make a conflicting reservation. One of them will be canceled. Good, dang it. All right. Well, we're going to keep that. I'm going to have to call to get that done. But look, this is so you can see how it's all done, because it's a little bit frustrating, I'm not going to lie. All right, so we're going to try the other reservation we want to, though, while we're here, and then I will get on the phone with Disney. Oh, I just wonder why. I guess the table settings. I should have looked that up before. I've never tried to book Topolino's for 7 people. I've only ever tried to do it for, how many? I guess the max I've done was probably like 6. But see, Cape May that we want, we're getting on a cruise right after, or right before, no, excuse me, on our last day of the trip, we're leaving, and then we're going to, we're getting on a Disney cruise. And so we want to do Cape May before we leave. Oops, I didn't change the date. Huh. Dude, that messed me up a little bit, because now I feel like I'm a little bit clustered. We need it on the 14th. All right, now we're just gonna do 10-10. Gotta love it, guys, gotta love it. But that's just to show you there is a workaround, so if something does happen, it is okay. I'm gonna figure it out. Actually, what I might do, or what I 100% am gonna do, I'm gonna go log into a family member's. You know what, that's gonna be, actually that's probably gonna be our best bet here. To make, look, email Walt Disney World confirmation. All right, that's what's gonna have to happen. Cause yeah, my mom's on here, so we're gonna go grab the confirmation number. So we're staying at the beach club. All right, we're gonna log into my mom's account to see if I can book it on hers. Again, just to show you how frustrating this process can be. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know if this is gonna work, but worth a shot. If not, then yep, I'm gonna have to call Disney. Which, if you've ever had to call Disney on about dining, they're great, but sitting on hold sometimes is just not the most fun. Not that date, we need this date. Hopefully it lets me do it and doesn't say it's a duplicate. All right, cool. It's letting her do it. So 2 accounts. That's gonna be a tip for myself, because I've never booked something like that to where it's done that before for me. So always have a backup login. I'm just gonna use this one. Whew. And there we go. We got our reservations. A little bit of a hiccup there, so I'm glad that I showed you what that is and how to kind of work around it, though, because I'm not gonna lie, that was a little stressful. That made me very nervous. So next thing I do want to show you is booking like enchanting extras. So something that's like really popular is the Bippity Boppity Boutique. Now that is something that is for 3 and older. And yes, they are very strict on the age. So that is something that I get asked a lot too. Are they strict on the age? Do they have to be 3 if they're turning 3 on the trip? If they are not 3 when you booked the trip, then they are most likely not going to let you in. You can try, if they turn 3 on your trip, you can try, but I have not had very many people be successful. So just a heads up there. So let's just see what's available. Any of the, I don't know why that just happened. Go back. I don't know. Okay, there we go. And just for, let's just say 1 guest. See what's available still. Okay, so just to show you, this is kind of what can happen. So you see how it's showing the 9th has no availability, the 10th has no available, and the 11th. This is how quickly the Bippity Boppity Boutique could go. Now, I don't have anybody doing this, but it is something that it's showing that it's available on the 12th and the 13th. So there are still some good times for that Friday and still some for that Saturday. Plenty, actually. So still have a good chance of getting that. I would highly recommend doing that in the morning if you were to look. But
Sells out within 10 minutes.
I'm telling you, it sells quick. It is, yeah, so just to tell you, so it is 5/13. 3 days are already sold out. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That is mainly the days that people do tend to do Magic Kingdom. A lot of people tend to avoid Friday and Saturday Magic Kingdom days just because of, you know, that being known as like busier days. Unfortunately, we are going on a Saturday because that is when my father is going to be there, able to come, and that's the one park he really wants to go to with the grandkids and everything. So we will be at Magic Kingdom on a Saturday. But hey, it is what it is. But yeah, so just to show you that, and then these are the prices and everything. So when it, like say if you wanted to book this, so if you wanted to book at 9:25, then you just need to know your time frame, your date range. And so we just did that. Continue. I just want to show you, like, you don't have to see, like, it's going to ask me for who I'm going to, we're just going to say myself. No special request. And then you just put the card guarantee. You don't have to actually pick a package and everything. I'm not going to finish this because I'm not booking this. But that's one of the most popular ones. And then the other most popular one, we're just going to do 5 people because apparently 7's the magic number of everything being odd. All right. The other one that is difficult to get, there's 2, is Cinderella's Royal Table and the Beauty and the Beast Be My Guest on in Magic Kingdom. So we are going to show you that just so that way you can take a look. Again, see if this is something that you need to get up early for. All right, so Be Our Guest Restaurant has these times available for Monday. Has more time, oh, no, wrong one. Has those available for Tuesday, Wednesday. So a decent amount of availability. Same with this one's really good, the 1900 Park Fair, by the way. All right, and then the next one is Cinderella's Royal Table. Breakfast character dining, still plenty available for that Friday. Plenty available for Thursday. Okay, see, Wednesday, not so much available. Tuesday, more available. And Monday, not as much available, but still. So just to show you like kind of what that looks like. Now, when you book these, some of them do require like what's called like, I think it's, they call it a reservation hold. Let's just go see. So if I want to book it for, just say that. Next. because I think you have to, yeah. So see how it says due today, $290? You have to prepay that. That's the only thing with booking something like this, because, you know, it's one of those reservations that they are very particular on. They want to make sure people are serious about that one. But other than that, yeah. So those are like I say the main ones that are more difficult to grab. But overall, it looks like if you get on like a little bit later, you might have time, but I wouldn't hold that. So these are for dates that are not considered as popular. There will be another video where I have someone who's going on what's considered a holiday. I guess if you call it a holiday, it's Halloween. I have someone that's going on Halloween, and they're trying for a few really tough to get reservations. So I will have a video on that one, and hopefully I score those for that client. But yeah. This is that. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped you somewhat way, just to show you kind of what it looks like. And if you run into a hiccup, it's okay. You can kind of work around it. Just try to have like a backup plan. Now that I saw that, now I'm going to recommend having 2 My Disney Experiences accounts that you are able to try to work with, because clearly that was needed in this situation. So that's all I got today. Thank you for watching. Remember, all your trips, the magic begins within.